You ever feel like there's a real conflict inside you? You know, a pull between what your head is telling you and what your gut is screaming? Well, today we're diving into two incredibly powerful ancient symbols that might just be the perfect map of your mind and your entire nervous system, the eagle and the serpent. So let's start with this dream a man had. He was feeling completely torn apart in his life. Picture him on this flimsy little raft. That's kind of his conscious self, right? Just drifting on the huge unknown waters of his life. And from down below, these snakes start wriggling up. These are his primal, deep instincts, and he is absolutely terrified of them. But way up high on the mast, looking down on all of it, there's an eagle, just watching, detached, seeing the whole picture. Now, this isn't just one guy's weird dream. This kind of imagery, the creature from the sky versus the creature from the earth, it's a universal story. It's something our minds have been telling us for thousands of years. So the big question is, why? What is this conflict trying to tell us about ourselves? To figure that out, we have to go back. And I mean way back. Because this isn't some new idea from a psychology textbook. This is a symbolic story that's been with humanity for at least 6,000 years. And what's really interesting is that when you look through history, you almost always see these two paired together. I mean, look here. On the left, a Gnostic figure being embraced by a serpent. And on the right, the famous caduceus symbol. You've got two snakes spiraling up a staff that's topped with wings, the essence of the eagle. They are forever linked. So let's just break down what they represent, okay? The eagle, that's the spirit. It's soaring up in the heavens of our intellect and our consciousness. It's the light of day. The serpent, though, is the total opposite. It's matter. It's stuck to the earth, representing the dark, the instinctual, the unconscious drives that are deep down inside of us. A perfect pair of opposites. And this symbol, it pops up everywhere, across totally different cultures and times. We're talking Mesopotamian seals from 6,000 years ago. In Greek mythology, the eagle is the best bud of Zeus, the king of the gods. In Norse myths, there's an eagle at the very top of the world tree, Yggdrasil, while a serpent is chewing on its roots down below. And of course, in the Judeo-Christian tradition, the serpent is the tempter, and the eagle is often a messenger from God. This duality is just a core part of how we tell stories. Okay, so we've got this ancient, universal myth. But what if it's more than just a myth? What if our ancestors were actually describing something totally real, an incredibly accurate map of our own biology? Let's take a look at how this ancient story shows up in modern science. All right, first up, let's talk about your central nervous system, or the CNS. This is your brain and your spinal cord. It's the command center, you know? It's where you make conscious choices, use logic, and think in that ordered daylight kind of way. It's the part of you that plans things out and analyzes everything. And then there's the other half, your autonomic nervous system, the ANS. This is the self-regulating part. It just runs in the background, handling all the things you don't have to think about. Your heart beating, your lungs breathing, your stomach digesting. This is the physical home of your instincts, your emotions, and all of those powerful gut feelings. So here it is. This is the huge reveal. The ancient symbols are a perfect map. The eagle, with its high-flying, all-seeing perspective, that's your central nervous system, your conscious, controlled mind. And the serpent, down on the earth, instinctual, automatic, that is your autonomic nervous system, your unconscious primal self. It's a one-to-one match. Think about it like this. Your eagle mind is what lets you look ahead and use reason. But your serpent mind, that's the part of you that just feels things. It's the world of blood and gut reactions and raw, unfiltered emotion. It's that chill of fear down your spine, the warmth of love in your chest, the fire of anger in your belly. Now, if you're still thinking, maybe that's just a coincidence, let's just look at one more powerful creature that tells the exact same story of opposites, the scorpion. The scorpion is basically a walking paradox. Its venom can mean death, sure, but in a ton of traditions, it also represents healing and rebirth. It's a symbol of danger, but also of being a guardian and a protector. It's linked to the underworld, but the ancient Egyptians believed it could safely guide souls to the afterlife. It literally holds both destruction and creation in its own body. So what's the lesson here for us? Well, the scorpion's whole deal carries a really powerful message about personal growth. Sometimes, to move forward, you have to let the old parts of yourself die. Real transformation, it often feels like a kind of symbolic death and rebirth. So you see, just like the eagle and the serpent, this scorpion shows us that these huge opposing forces, creation and destruction, life and death, consciousness and instinct, they're not actually separate things fighting each other. They are two essential sides of the exact same coin. And this brings us to the most important part of all. We have this split inside of us, right? This eagle and this serpent. So, what do we do about it? The answer is not to pick a side. It's about finding the path to becoming whole. The whole point of this ancient struggle isn't for the eagle to kill the serpent or for the serpent to drag the eagle out of the sky. The real goal is what's called a unity of opposites. It's about getting these two incredibly powerful forces inside of you to work together, to be in a relationship. So how do we actually do that? Well, it all starts with just acknowledging the split. Just start noticing when your head is telling you one thing, but your gut is screaming something else entirely. Step 2, you have to listen to both of them. Value the clear reason of your ego mind for sure, but don't just dismiss the raw instinct of your serpent mind. Because real wholeness, true inner strength, it doesn't come from one beating the other. It's born from their union. And this isn't just some modern self-help idea. This is a seriously profound, ancient spiritual concept. The old alchemists had a name for this state of wholeness, the imago Dei, which means the image of God. They believed that by uniting spirit, the eagle, with matter, the serpent, you could actually find the divinity that's hidden inside the physical world and inside yourself. So I'll just leave you with this question to chew on. In your own life, right now, which voice gets the most airtime? Are you living up in the sky with the eagle, kind of lost in thought and logic? Or are you down on the ground with a serpent, being driven purely by instinct? The real path forward, the path to becoming whole, lies somewhere right in the middle.